The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first and 10, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking for his tight end, Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. First down, here's the run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively. On second down, Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. Third and long for Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
I thought you said there you go like you gave her a pizza. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
From the 27, Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this belongs to the Vikings. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. We're scoreless after 1.
Hands up, lead. Check right 54, right 54. Check 37, check 37. Hands up.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a carry for Bernard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey. Right there. 54 Mike. Check pass. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Any weapon. Heavy. Hey, they're scared. 25.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Mike 54. Tackles.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial out? And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Drive, and 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Cousins to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the pass. Under 10. Under 10.
Dalton gives to Bernard. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check nickel. Here you go, Cam.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run it here with Bernard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
44.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if it's just a mesh fence that, I can easily cut with my knife. So hopefully, I can go in there. deer fencing to keep deer out of the community garden with the was caught up in. He was quiet enough until you just
A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
What if they left me 3 bagel bites that were cold?
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Yeah, there we go. That seems to be a lot better, doesn't it? Oh, the game does? Nah, you kind of sound the same. You're good. Yeah, your voice was like almost inaudible. Like I could barely fucking hear it. I was like, I know he's talking, but I don't know what he's saying. Oh well. Now we got it figured out. Whenever we play Madden, we just got to put it into a party chat.
As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
No story.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something as safe as
A.J. Green. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Dalton here from the gun. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
I'm pretty sure you get the ball.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. Then his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Switch. 368.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Check.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Here's Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Damn.
Cousins on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a dump off here complete, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Cousins now. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And Dalton to throw. Green brings it in. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
Generally, when you go out of bounds, the clock fucking stops. I mean, at least that's how real football works. When you go out of bounds,
The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Sherrills. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
McCoy, did you watch the Army Navy game? Nah, you should have, man. It was good.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Yeah, I hate those plays. I don't know which ones they are.
4th down, Cousins. And pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now if they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
He's on a superpower mode right now.
3rd and long for Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
You're good now. So if he gets in the backfield, it's like game over. It's weird, dude. Like he fucking is on crack.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
But he's got to sack you 3 times in order to even unlock that shit.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He's back to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. He completes it to Abdullah. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
If you get a complete pass as soon as you hit the ground.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
No, your dude just decided to whip it right down the middle of the field into someone's head. He did like they did on, what do you call it, longest yard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he's going to go down again. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
You still got 3, but... That's kind of weird, though. Like your defense or your offense is
down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot now for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Now in desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Go to your settings when this game's over with and get rid of all that shit. I'm going to take a piss real quick. I'll invite you back. Because I can't just quit the game right now and you know how the fuck this thing is. Make you go all the way to the end and go back to the main menu. Come on, I got to piss. Stupid game, let's go. Alright, finish game. Yep. Alright, I'll invite you back. Well, you're in my party still, so we can still hear each other. Yeah, I think get rid of like the commentary and all that shit. Yeah, I don't. They're calling for snow flurries here in Cherryville and like Hickory on fucking Wednesday. At least that's what Pittman says. I wouldn't mind seeing the snow though. I kind of miss it. Never thought I'd say that, but I do miss it. No, I'd only be here for like 6 hours. Yeah, but I hate to say that. Like, I never thought I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna miss the snow. But now that like I'm seeing all the pictures from up north where all my friends are at, I'm sitting like, damn, I miss that shit. They got like 1.5 or 2 feet last night. Yeah, at least where my friends, like up in Indian River where I'm from, they got about 2 feet last night. It was like, I think, 1 foot and 8 inches or some shit. Everyone was out in their snowmobiles today and fucking bitching about having to fucking shovel and snow blow and fucking plow their driveways. The hunters are happy though. It's a lot easier to track it. Huh? I did too. Uh-huh. Yeah, already pissed. Oh, yeah, PT. What are you doing back there, baby? Huh? Tickety talk? Whoever's singing the song sounds like they're like fucking 3. Whoever's singing a song on my headset sounds like they're like 3 years old. But I like it. I like the beat at least. You know what's funny? I played. You know how many games I've played on Madden, right? Like a lot. You know how many games I've played on Madden? Like a lot. Right? I ain't seen an injury yet, and the injuries are on in all the games.
I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't geeks, too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's fast, the money low, I'ma grab raw man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like 10 fold. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an A. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some justice shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouch on. Receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age.
Yeah.
Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44.
Dalton here from the gun. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Finding Green complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he slings one that's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a rut. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
What did you say?
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Cousins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I think they want to give you what?
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
We're going to push him the way you're going, homie. Thanks, guys.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Cousins now. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
This is the guy that keeps catching the ball. Because he's the one that's caught the ball every time. Because it's the same number.
Cousins on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You can't change the number.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cousins again. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
But I ain't played French with him yet. I need to. That shit's usually good. Oh, yeah, well, franchise might be where you get to, like, be in control of the team and all that, but there's one on here.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Or somewhere you get to actually make your own character, and you gotta play like a game in college. And then you go to the NFL combine, you gotta do the workout.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I don't know if they have it on here. They should. That's like part of it.
And Dalton to throw. Open man is lost, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hell, baby, get the goddamn TV muted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's actually been muting itself a lot lately. Pretty sure there's a ghost in here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming!
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Dude, Mixon can't carry that shit. I'm pretty sure he's only like 150 pounds. He's one of the. It's weird that he's on the Bengals and he's like one of the best running backs in the NFL.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Joe Mixon, he's good. He's fucking beast.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Dude, you hit it, he's like, I ain't. Boom. He's still not up. Is he still on the field? Are we going to play a game? Are we going to do a play and he's just going to be sitting back there?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Vigil gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. The 40, 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
I thought that thing was like a clean last second. Like, it was perfect. It was like, fuck you. Not even a game, you're down by a possession. You get a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
That's the thing about football.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That's the thing about football, man.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I mean, like right here, I could get a fucking interception, I could fumble the ball, and what play I choose, and there you go, now you're in charge.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Come on, you better show it. Oh, no, we all just jumped together. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I take it back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's checking crack.
Yeah, 11 seconds.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Even if you go back 6 yards, as long as we get control of that line.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Dalton sets up play action. His throw incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Dalton now to pass. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
That was pretty fucked up.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, because you automatically get 25 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I usually know too, but
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. There you go. 3, 68.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
There you go. 368. 368.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. On third down, Nixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. First down, here's Cousins, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing, Cousins, and that's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On third down, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's fourth down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
I would have caught it and probably ran about 6 yards and got hit.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Sounds like a blitz to me.
The lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Kill.
Play action here with Dalton. Green brings it in. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Andy Dalton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Mike 54.
Play action now. Dalton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, right at the 40. This will be Dalton again. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play. The one that they got on the previous one, they tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Dalton. And his throw here's incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Dalton bootlegs out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Cousins now from the 50. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
At 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. 20, 10, 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
I fucked around like a dumbass. That guy wants it in the ass, it looked like.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? That's complete. Bernard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Bernard. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
To throw here, Dalton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
If I did blitz, those guys would have been wide open. Because all my guys are coming up to the quarterback.
On first down, Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's like a win-loss situation.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And Bullock will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Here's a run with Mixon, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. One last shot now for Cousins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And an alley to run. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
And then that's the thing, the crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Yeah, money in your mind. But, yeah, send me a text message. Let me know what they say. Make sure you're good to go or what. All right. Have a good night, buddy. Thank you.